Is happening. So, I'm going to quickly show how we get to the main farming area that I've done in some of my other videos. So where you can do a couple of rune glitches, or as it's called, rune falling glitches, where you can get a couple of 100,000. Just to save a bit of time, I've already run through the quest, but basically, right at the very beginning of the game, so when you very first start the game, you'll come across a dude in a white mask, have a little chat to him, and he pretty much says, look me up later. So what you will do from then, he disappears, and you'll find him if we travel through the Lake of Leonia. You'll find him hidden in this church here, the Rose Church, which is where I am. So once you get here, he'll actually be stood here. What the fuck is that? You can see people have already put a couple of messages. Now, if you've killed him, don't worry, there is still a way to get to the farming area. You just can't do it till later on in the game. There's a... I'll do another video on it, but there's a little teleportation gate you can take. However, so the reason I skipped and did the quest first is what he will do, he gives you a finger, and he basically wants you to invade 3 other players' games. Don't have to kill them, you can just kill yourself. As soon as you die, you'll hop back to your own world and just rinse and repeat 3 times. When you come back to him, he basically says, yeah, cool, thanks for doing it, yeah, you're one of the club now, blah blah blah. He'll also give you a little white hanky that he wants you to go and soak in the blood of a maiden. Now, the easiest way to do it is over here, all the way up here. You've got the Church of Inhibitions. When you teleport there, there's a dead maiden sat in a chair. Once you walk up to her, it gives you the option to douse or rub, basically to get blood on your hanky. Once you've done that, you jump straight back to him. That's, for me, the closest teleport. That one or that one. Once you give it to him, he says, yeah, cool, yeah, you're one of the boys now. And to thank you for all you've done, he wants to chop one of your fingers off. Chops your finger off, basically gives it back to you to use to invade other games throughout the game. He will also give you this, the Pure Blood Knight's Medal. And it's how you get over to Mohg, the Lord of Blood area. And to get there, it is basically... yeah, so it's basically here, but in a secret area. To get there, though, quite simply, that will send us straight there. And here we are at Mohg Palace. Now, it can be tempting just to run on straight that way. Don't do that yet. There's a big ass skeleton who'll just end you, especially if you're doing this early game, which you can do early. Literally as soon as you meet that guy for the first time, you can then, obviously you have to take on a boss or 2, you can then make your way to the Rose Church to find him again, so you can get it pretty early on. But here's your first grace. Now this next level, next area, sorry, not level, is a bit of a bullshit area. So you've got all these guys. Now the clue is, as you can see, they're really not interested in you. I think they're like blood zombies. They've drunk so much of Lord Mohg's blood that they've just been corrupted by it. Now you can kill them, however, just to show you what happens if you kill them. They explode, which can cause blood damage, but as you can see, for killing him, I got 763 runes. And that's even with a gold scarab equipped. So if you haven't got a gold scarab, you'll get even less. So they're just not worth it. You just end up poisoning with blood damage. And you get... I ran through this area, killing every single one of them, just to see how many souls I could get. Oh shit. Didn't mean to do that. And I found, I think it was about 31,000 souls. And that's with a gold scarab as well. I think even when you've aggroed them, so even though I've attacked them, they're still really not interested in me in the slightest. So we're going to leave them. You'll find a little shiny to pick up there. And you just run round them. It's only them running ones that will try and attack you. Oh shit. If you get blood loss damage, don't worry too much. It's not like poison where it builds up. So you got another shiny here. You'll just take a chunk of your health. So just going to keep on going. And you've got this big pile of turd here. He shoots a little blood spear at you, but you can just go around him. And even for killing him, I got about 800 souls, maybe that. Nothing really. We are going to head that way. Actually, what is down there? I forgot. Yeah, so you'll get a shiny just over here. And see, no one's interested. Now, if they were a good area for farming, yeah, we'd kill them all. But you just don't, it's just not worth it. You barely get anything. And you'll find that there'll be another little shiny over here. Now, this little area, I should strongly suggest some kind of light, torch if you've got one. For your purposes, I'm just going to do starlight just so you can see better. Now there is a tough enemy here. If you're low level, I'd suggest just running. I'm going to take him out just so I can take you through where to go slow time. Now, I think there's a little shiny over there. As you can see, I came through here before. Now, normally, because you're running through here so fast, you miss that there's actually a shopkeeper. Now, he might still be aggroed against me because I tried to kill him, as I do with all shopkeepers. But this is the guy you'd normally run from. He does do blood damage, but you can stagger him. And just rinse and repeat. No point rushing it. There you go. And even for him, that's only 1600 souls. Pretty shit. Right, hopefully he's de-aggroed now. Oh, bollocks, no he isn't. Ah, fuck's sake. And for a shopkeeper, he's actually pretty tough. With his madness spell. It's rare, but he can also sometimes does summon one of those enemies again. Oh, you bastard. See what I mean? Insane. Even high level, he still batters me. That's because that Frenzied Flame is a kick-ass weapon. Which my spear is actually imbued with Frenzied Flame as well. I wonder if I should try a slightly different weapon on him. For yourselves, like I said, you would just run past this. Once I've taken the enemies out, I'll show you the quick run through. It's just, I feel it's safer if I do it this way. Don't know, so I've got some pretty hard hitting weapons. But no, I'm going to stick with my spear. So just as a distraction, I'm gonna use my summon as a distraction. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. Here he comes again. A little bit stuck there. And you can see, just one fucking hit from that almost takes away my health bar. But we can fucking spam spells too, mate. Gifted. Now you might think, why did I kill him anyway? Well, I get his bell now. So I don't need to fuck around coming back here. So as I said, I'm just clearing the enemies out, so then I can show you the run through. Some people do try the run through, even in the dark. And what normally happens is they get lost. A nice Lord's Rune, which at times gives you more runes than actually killing bosses. So you see you've got all that lot down there. And there should be another dangerous boss around here as well. Are we just going to take care of? And get some good stagger from this spear. In case you're wondering, it's Vike's fucking hell, what's it called? Vike's War Spear. Imbued with Frenzied Flame. Smithing Stone level 8. So we get another one. Now, like I said, you can run past all these guys. But where would the fun be in that? And this way you get to see all the items you can find up here, and just decide for yourself whether you want to risk it. Oh, why is he taking them on? Idiot. And once you'd get through here, that's where you'd be safe again. Now, I'm not going to rest here. Now, there was an item down here. an optional item if you want to risk getting it. Ghost Graveworts, we use them for upgrading your summons. So we're free of enemies, and this is more than easy to do with the enemy still there. However, this is the route we want to do. Actually, you know what? Actually, no, that's going to take too much time. Basically, the enemies will all jump out at you, summon. Just ignore them. Keep going. Up the steps. You'll get another summon pop out there. You're just about to see the light up there. This is if you're doing it in the dark. And you see it's a nice little easy run. But if you haven't got a light or a torch, it's quite easy to take the wrong turning. And here we are. Now from this area we've got a few little options we can do here. So you've got these Muppets here. Elevator takes us up to a boss. Is he optional? He is optional, but not if you want to get the frenzied flame ending. So I'm just going to swap out weapons a second. Now these little dudes, I'm not sure what they are. Weird little turtle looking things. These are what we like to call the farming enemies. They give us shit tons of souls, and we'll get to an area where there's even more of them. Let me just check how we're doing for time. 17 minutes, alright. So what I'm going to do is hop on back to this grace, end that there, and we'll slice the next... We'll slice this into 2, maybe 3 parts. Because I don't really need to go too much into depth how you do the farming, because there's 2 other videos you can watch that I'll show you that. This is just how to get there, really. So yes, that's how we get to Mohg's Palace of Blood, whatever you want to call it. Mohg's Mausoleum. But thanks for watching, and watch out for next part. But as always, toodaloo.